Hello everyone, it's Robin here and welcome back to my channel. So are you ready for a bookish video today? Because that's what we'll be doing. I have my reading journal here and I'm going to be updating it with the books I read in May. And I have a little bit of a stack here. Right here, I read some in hard copy as well as on my Kindle. So I'm pretty excited to get this started. So let's flip the camera down and update the journal. So I am ready to get bookish, that's for sure. So I have my reading journal here and a bunch of supplies that I like to use when I update my reading journal. So what we have here, I have a bunch of pens over here that I'll be using. I have my book covers cut out for this month. I have some washi tape up here. You'll see all these up close soon. Pens over here, and I have these sticker sheets that are on my Etsy shop at ohelloRobin. I'll put a link down below in case you're interested in these. But I want to get started on this. So let's go to the monthly view first, just to get a little bit of an idea of where we're at. So this was March. Oh, remember April? That was fun. Oh, that was fun. I loved that book. And then we're going right into, and we'll fill this page out after. So we'll go right into May. So today I'll be updating for May. I read 3 books in May. I read Happy Place on a Kindle. So here's my Kindle right here and that cover. Amazing. Happy Places by Emily Henry. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Oh, I read Someone Else's Shoes, which is right here. And I read that in hardbound. This is a book of the month selection. Super fun. That was by Jojo Moyes. And I read Anne of Green Gables. Look at this. This is L.M. Montgomery. This is a really cute Puffin in Bloom copy. And I really had fun with this. So I can't wait to talk about these, but in a nutshell, that's what I read. So let's just go to the trackers and get this started. Okay, my first tracker is my Goodreads goal. So I have 32 books on my Goodreads goal, and they're color coded here at the bottom, and that's what I use these pens for. So I read 3 books, and the order I read them, see, I should have remembered this, right? Let's go back and look. So I finished Happy Place, then I finished Someone Else's Shoes, then I finished Anne of Green Gables. And if I didn't mention, this is how I do it. I put the sticker down when I start reading it, and I put the method I'm using, and then I put the grayed out stickers when I finish the book. So I finished Happy Place first, Someone Else's Shoes, Anne of Green Gables. Got it. So if Happy Place was first, that's 11. I did that in Kindle. So I'm going to color this one with this red. And Emily Henry. Super fun, right? And she does a lot of fun chick litty kind of romance, lighthearted, beachy type reads, which is really fun. And then the next 2 books I read, Someone Else's Shoes and Anne of Green Gables, and both of those were hard books. I almost went down that way, so I have to go this way. See, I confused myself with my own deal. So I just marked these in, and that way I know where I'm at on my Goodreads. Now, I'm enjoying using Goodreads. I like hanging out or looking at what everyone's reading. I'll put my Goodreads link down below if you want to follow me, or let me know what yours is so I can follow you, because I like to see what everyone's reading. It's super fun, and I like how it kind of keeps track of books. Okay, moving onward to the next page. This is my monthly stats page that I put down how many books I've read and how many pages I've turned. And I usually do this after I finish filling my review pages out where I have the numbers. So we'll come back to this. We'll go to my books read bookshelves. Now, the bookshelves were made. These are also stickers on my Etsy shop under the bookish section. Love it. And this is where I use copies of my books. So I print these out on sticker paper because I have sticker paper. We use the little ones, but I'm showing you the sizes here. And I usually print out 3 different sizes, and how I do it is I like them to be somewhat consistent, so I make the height of each picture the same. So sometimes the width is then bigger. So I print them out in a 1.5 inch size. I'll use this one because this is really pretty. There we go. Now we can see. Actually, I have to use this. Okay. So I do a 1.5 inch size for the small one. This is 2 inch and this is 2.5. So then I get all the different size books that I use throughout here. And I print them on sticker paper, but you can print them on cardstock or regular paper, and you can also just tape them in, or you can do sticker paper or photo paper too. That would be good, right? So we read Happy Place first, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these on my bookshelf. So we're gonna put this one right here because this was the next book I read, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Oh, isn't that cute? Love it. And we'll put this one just kind of right next to it. So because the height's consistent, they all just line up nicely. Some of the widths of the books are much wider than others, but I'm okay with that because that's how books are. Okay, and then we're gonna put Anne of Green Gables there. So this is filling up nicely. I really like this visual representation of the books that I've read. And it's easy to get the books. You go on to, well, you can search Google to find the books. Sometimes you can go onto Amazon and look for the book covers, and then you screen capture them, or however you do that, and then you can print them off. So it's super fun. Okay. The next is my bookshelf that I drew in here, which is really fun. And if you missed watching how I set this planner, this reading journal up, I will link that down below too. This one's color coded as well, but it's color coded by month. So I have 12 squares here, and I'm using color pencil for this. And each month represents a different color. So at a glance, I can see all the books I read, but also because of the color, I can see what month they are. So these I read in January, the reds were February, March, April, and May we're gonna do this blue color. So I'm gonna go ahead and color pencil in 3 books. Oh, that is filling up nicely. Okay, so here we go to the review section, which is really fun. And I started filling this out. These are the books I read this year so far. I started filling it out a little bit to save some time, so I have some of my words in, but we're gonna add the deco. We're gonna add the washi tape and stuff. So let me move everything aside. I'll need these book covers again. So I need the mid-size book cover, and these are the 2-inch book covers, and they're going to go in this order just like so, but I want some washi tape, which I picked out here, and I'm blending the washi tape with the book covers. So actually let's take these off of here so I can get a better angle at them. Okay, here we go. So our first book is Happy Place, and I picked this really pretty pink washi. This is from the Happy Planner. I love this skinny washi. It's so much fun to play with. And I'm just going to encase this whole area with this washi, like I did up here, kind of as my boundaries. So we're going to start right here. Look at how pretty that is, right? Yes. And I think that this will work. So we're just going to tear it with my llama card. Yes, that worked just fine. And then we're going to tear it here again. Perfection. And then I also put one to encase the title right here. And I go across to where this line is down here. And then we will put the bottom one, goes right down here. So the way I write the review is I put some information in that would be interesting for me when I'm going back to look at, so I can kind of, you know, recall what a book is about. So, you know, I have the title of the book, I have the picture of the book, so the author's name is on there. I have the number of pages, how I read the book, and then I write three things about the book. So we have Happy Place here. Let's put this in. And I really enjoyed this book. Oh, I liked it. I really did. So I want to go up a little high because I do need to put those in too. So let's do this. So we'll go right up here, close to the top. There. And let's get the star rating in. So this is the star rating sheet right here. And it comes with 5 stars. You can use this for anything though. It doesn't have to just be books. You can star rate movies, TV shows, food that you eat, anything that you want really. But I'm using these for the books. So Happy Place was, and I'm reading down here, a romance. And I'm going to color in my star rating while I'm talking here. And it was, 388 pages. And it's about Harriet and Wynne. Now, Harriet and Wynne were in love and together, but they broke up. So when this all starts, they've already broken up. And it's about, the 3 things that I wrote is a Maine seaside cottage, and it's a group of friends who have their trip there, and they're saying goodbye to the cottage because the cottage is being sold. And Harriet and Wynne decide they want to still pretend they're together so as not to cause, you know, too much drama going on, I guess, during this goodbye to the cottage. They want to keep it intact like that. They don't want anybody to know they're apart. So that's an interesting thing anyway. So lifelong friends, it's their annual vacation. And this group of friends, they've been going to this cottage forever. So they have a lot of memories tied into this cottage, a lot of antics and fun times and all of that good stuff. And it has quick banter and self-discovery because in it, the banter is great. Emily Henry writes great banter. It's just a quick, fun read. And Harriet really discovers kind of who she is and what makes her happy because she's the type of person that tries to make everyone happy all the time. And you know, she understands and learns in the end that to be happy, you're making yourself happy. And she makes some changes in her life because of it. But I won't go into that because spoilers, but I really loved it and I gave it 5 stars. So let's go on to the next book. Our next book is Someone Else's Shoes, and I picked this skinny washi to go with it because it has that red color, but it's not deep, deep red. It's kind of a coral red. This is from the Happy Planner too. All of these 3 I'm using right now are from Happy Planner. So let me go ahead and line this up. Okay, here we go. Looks like fun. So let's go ahead and put the book cover in. This is Someone Else's Shoes by Jojo Moyes. I haven't read any of her books before this, and it was kind of fun. It's fun reading new authors, especially when you're trying to find their voice and if their voice works for what you enjoy, right? So let's go ahead and put the star rating on here. There we go. And then we can go ahead and talk about this. So this book is about Nisha and Sam. And there we go. I gave it 4 stars because I did enjoy this book. So Nisha and Sam are 2 women who don't know each other, and they are at a gym and they accidentally switch gym bags. It's been a mix-up. And Sam, her life is she is the sole breadwinner of her family. She works for this tiresome boss. She's just struggling to get by. Her confidence is low, the whole thing. Nisha, on the other hand, tons of money and lives that jet set life. So right off the bat, we have that. And I'm going to put these in because I forgot to do it up here too. So this is a book. So I'm all confused. Here we go. Put this right here. And I read this one on the Kindle, so let me put that up here too. So when they switch these gym bags, you know, here we have Someone Else's Shoes. What would life be like if you were to walk in someone else's shoes? So we have designer shoes and flip-flops. So in these gym bags, Nisha has her designer shoes, and Sam she's got flip-flops in hers, and their bags get switched. So Sam has these new designer shoes, and she has this bag. She's going to work. She has a meeting. She realized she has the wrong bag, but she puts these shoes on, and all of a sudden, she's gaining this new confidence, and she's doing really well in this meeting and everything. So we have that happening. On the other hand, Nisha, who has all this money in the world, she finds she's got this gym bag, all in the gym bag is she's wearing these flip-flops, and she goes home, and her husband, is it her husband or her boyfriend? I think it's her husband, has locked her out and frozen all her credit cards. He took all of her money away from her. So she has no way to get any money. So that's kind of what it's like. So I wrote down here, it's like a chick lit Trading Places. You know, the movie Trading Places. Super fun, right? So Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy trade places, and we've got these higher ups that are just playing havoc on their lives, and it's what it's like when one person who has money has none, and another person who has no money all of a sudden has money, type of thing. So it's kind of like that, a chick lit trading places, because it's lighthearted and it's also fun, and there's struggles and all of those kinds of things. And then the third thing I wrote was strength in unlikely friends. So they do end up meeting, and then there's other people involved that meet, and they all get together and they become stronger together to fix all of the problems they're having in their lives with all of these people and these outside sources and within, in gaining their confidence and all that good stuff. So it's very interesting. At one point, Nisha is working as a maid to try to get her clothes and whatnot back. It's just really fun. I really enjoyed the story. And I will read another Jojo Moyes book to see how it goes. Okay, next we have Anne of Green Gables. Oh my gosh. I picked this yellow because Anne of Green Gables is such a sunny character. And I thought this yellow would be really pretty. It's kind of a scalloped situation. So I don't know, do I want to scallop in, scallop out? I think I'll scallop in. So let's go ahead and put this down, and then we'll talk about Anne of Green Gables. Okay, here we go. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. So Anne of Green Gables is by Ella Montgomery, and this is not the first time I read Anne of Green Gables, by any means. Anne of Green Gables is a book that I read when I was younger. In fact, it was the first book that I really read on my own that wasn't like a school requirement or anything of that nature. It was the first real book I ever read on my own. So I always have that, and I absolutely loved it. So I've had it on my radar to want to read again, and I picked up this really cute Puffin and Bloom copy. They make others. They do Heidi and Little Women. Really cute, really cute. I gave it 5 stars because seriously, Anne of Green Gables, let's be real here, right? And I really enjoyed this book. So it is a young adult novel. I wrote that just because it's also, I mean, it could be considered, I mean, it's fiction. It could be maybe considered historical fiction too, because it really does tell about the lifestyle during a time period. But young adult, because I think for me, really that's where it's going to fall. The 3 things about it, our redheaded orphan finds home. So, I mean, that's just very simplistic view of it, right? But that really is kind of what happens. She's an older child. I think she's 11 when she gets adopted by Matthew and Marilla Cuthbert, who are siblings, and they have a farm, and they want to adopt a boy, but the orphanage sent a girl, and that causes a problem in the beginning. But they fall in love with Anne. Anne falls in love with them, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful story. She's energetic, she's optimistic, and very inspiring with a temper, which is so funny because she does have a bit of a quick temper, which is a lot of fun in here. But her energy and her optimism is just very inspiring. That's what this book is for me. And it's also the ultimate cottagecore vibes. It's kind of a little house on the prairie-ish, but maybe not quite. But it has very cottagecore vibes. I mean, we have teas, we have the outdoors, we have fall, we have all of those wonderful things. We have meadows and just gorgeous. We have a schoolhouse they go to. It's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Baking, the whole thing. So I love this. Now, I read it again because I started watching Anne with an E on I think it's on Netflix, and I was like, wow, I love this. And so I picked the book up and went through it very quickly. And I'm also very surprised and, you know, excited that the show really follows the book quite a bit. In fact, some of the dialogue is verbatim, so that's really kind of fun. Okay, let's go ahead and get this in the planner and create our page for the month. So we will just stick these back in here where they can live. Oh, let's go back and fix that one page so we have all of our page numbers, and we'll fix this one tracker right there. And I need a pen. So we read 3 books in May, and they added up to 1,250 pages. Woohoo! So much fun. So this reading tracker has been a lot of fun, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna make a page like this, only obviously we need it for May, which is right here. So let's take this out. So to do this page, I brought out a thick washi, which I'll start laying down as we talk. I thought this was really pretty, this really light blue color. Let's get my cutter here. And I'm just going to cut it near the end. I am ripping my page. There we go. That's going to be a problem. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. And I tend to put one at the top as well. I make this page as simple as I can, yet it's still cute. There, that one worked. Might have to do something with that, but we'll see. So I got this washi out of a pack from Amazon a year or so ago. So it came with a lot of different washis that are in this color palette. Okay, so we have that done. Our page is set. I'm also going to pull out a sticker book, the bookish sticker book from the Happy Planner, because I'll probably pull a quote for up here. Down here I like to put the stats, so let's just do that. Since we're right here, let's just do that. So I will put down here how many books I read for the month, how many audiobooks I listened to. I didn't listen to any audiobooks this month, but I count them because you are still engaged in the story. And then Kindle right here. I'm also going to white this out because I'm going to put some of this washi that we used here. Okay, perfection. I really like this yellow. So I'm going to cover this line with this yellow. It'll be a very sunny little spread. Let's layer some of this pink with it. Okay, there we go. I think that looks cute. Nice. So let me grab my pen. And we read 2 books, no audiobook, and 3 Kindle. 3? That is not what we read. What am I thinking? Let's fix that. This is what we have whiteout for. That was crazy, right? We did not read 3. How about 1? There. Okay, much better. So funny. This is where I put the books that I've read, and then I do in the 2.5-inch size, my favorite, which was Anne of Green Gables, because obviously, right? We're gonna put those in there, and we're also gonna put May up at the top. These are from my monthly script stickers. So we know that we're dealing with May. We're gonna go kind of like that, so it's kind of off of it a little bit. That's fun. That's fun. I kind of want to put another color there, but we will get to it. So I put both of these in here, and then I'll put a quote. So this is the larger sticker. I have 2 quotes. I'm trying to decide between the 2. So we're just going to go right here. I'm following the line on the dot grid. Okay, there we have that. And I think we'll just put both of these right at the bottom. Just like so. Okay, perfect, perfect. I'm still contemplating my quote, so let's put some of this in. I'm gonna grab this blue mild liner and write the word pages because I like to put down how many pages I read. I thought that would kind of blend. And I'm going to outline it with this Muji pen. And we read 1,250 pages. So let's write that in here. There we go. Okay, so I actually wrote 2 quotes because I couldn't decide. So, dear old world, you are very lovely and I am glad to be alive in you. So I love this about Green Gables because Anne is so inspiring and positive, and that's how she sees the world. And you can't help but love her because of this. But then the other quote I love, I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers, which I just love it. So since we moved here to the Midwest in Illinois, we used to live in Southern California in San Diego, we see the seasons. And so the season that really brings itself alive to us is fall in October, and it's amazing. So I get you, Anne. I totally get you. Totally get you. So those are my quotes. Let's go ahead and pull, I think I'm going to use this sticker here. It says, never be afraid to imagine the unimaginable, because that's a very Anne-like sentiment for sure. So I'm going to put this right up in here. And I think I want to take some of this pink, since I have all that yellow, and kind of bring it into the washi a bit. Okay, super fun. Let's go ahead and get the journal. So this turned out to be super fun, and I really do like it. I like all the different colors going on it. It's really fun. And we have another month down in the wraps for reading. And I did have a good month, and I really did enjoy it. Now, you don't have to read a lot of books to do a reading journal. I read 3 books. I only read 2 books this month. I had one where I read one. Oh, look, I read 1 book this month, and I did the whole page about that book. So it was a lot of fun. I will put a link down below for my reading journal setup if you're interested in looking at that, along with the stickers from my Etsy shop that I used today. So these were the reading icon stickers. These are the review star stickers. And I use the monthly script stickers. So again, I'll put a link down below for my Etsy shop. If you use the code ohello15, you'll get 15% off your order. And that is always fun. So we have a new month coming ahead in June, some new books to read, and I'm excited about that. Let me know, what are you reading? What's your next good read? I would love to get some ideas. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.